Hey, good morning, it's Woody again, back for another little chat about this endless mission with prostate cancer. Trying to share my experience and try and help people, as many people as I can along the way. And I've been really thrilled with the number of people that have sent me messages, and I'm trying to keep up with them. It's just great. It's just lovely to hear from people, and also to know that this is helping people. I know some people are just starting the journey. I'm 2 years in. Others on here have got 10 years experience behind them. So yeah, I'll just kind of lighten the load, as they say. This week's been a better week than the last few weeks for me. I've managed to hold it together a bit better. I was struggling a few weeks ago. Managed to get some help. I didn't realise just how fast I was sinking, yeah, it just crept up on me. It's really surprising how you think you're okay, and then all of a sudden you start having these thoughts and outbreaks of emotion. And I know it's all to do with the medication and the results of blood tests and so on. I don't even know my last blood test. I didn't bother going back to it. I just thought I'd give myself a break from it, stick my head in the sand, hope it's gone down. If it's gone up, it's gone up. There's not much I can do. But worrying myself sick is not going to help anything. So I took a little bit of a different stance these last couple of weeks. Had a few scans. I've had a CT scan about 3 weeks ago. Still no results on that one yet. I've got a bone scan coming up, full body bone scan. This was all after just a couple of months ago. Everything was great, and they were saying, oh yeah, we won't need to do anything for another year. But obviously something changed, and I've just got to keep on going. Simple as that. What I did find good was making a list of the good things that are going on in my life. I found that really helpful, and I've started this gratitude diary, which I did a little while ago, then I stopped doing it, but I've gone back to it. It's just an online app. It's free, and it's very good, actually. It gives daily prompts. It tells, just keeps you positive, and it makes you write. And so every day I put a prompt in there and write something down that's good. And I think it's really important, no matter how rubbish you feel, to seek out things like that. Seek out gratitude, kindness. All those things are really powerful. Fatigue is another thing. I was going to talk about fatigue because that's been affecting me a lot lately. And then I read an article about fatigue, which just kind of came into my social media feed, which was strange because I was going through it. Next minute it pops up. I'm sure Facebook knows what's going on in our heads. But anyway, I had a look, and I was quite surprised really how I didn't realise what fatigue is, because I get these feelings of, I would say, guilt, and the feeling of being lazy. I've got 2 young children and a wife and a house that needs things doing to it, and everything seems like a mountain. Even just doing the simple things seems like you're climbing a mountain rather than an easy task. And so I've tended to avoid doing stuff that I perhaps would have done before. Well, I definitely would have done before all this had started. And there's a massive guilt factor about the feeling of feeling a bit useless. So I read this article, and it was saying that this is perfectly normal, and that fatigue is not, it's not just tiredness. I thought it was just being tired. It doesn't matter what you do, the fatigue, it doesn't matter how much hours of sleep I have, it doesn't matter how much hours of work I do, I'm going to get fatigue. And so I've kind of learned to accept that as a, fatigue is basically my body saying that it's fighting, and in a way I'm looking at it and saying, well, thank you. Another bit of gratitude, really. But I think for anyone out there that's struggling with fatigue, is just don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel useless. Don't feel negative about it, because fatigue is almost a separate illness on top of that comes with cancer. And rather than feeling useless and lazy, it isn't your fault. I had a long chat with my wife about this, about how I felt. In those terms, useless and lazy, and it was good to talk about it. And it's something I haven't done enough of, is just to talk about my feelings, apart from perhaps on here, but to others. I've also joined this online program called Hope, which is available in the UK. Which I'm going through some depression. I'm definitely depression and anxiety over this, and sometimes I feel a bit of a fraud going on here and talking about how to beat anxiety and beat depression when I'm struggling with it myself. Who helps the helper? But anyway, I've managed to get signed up. I'm looking forward to starting it in the new year and learning a little bit more about how to deal with it, and I'll share it. I'll share it with everyone, what I find out, what I learn, and hopefully I learn some new things about how to cope, because coping is the biggest thing. It doesn't matter what you do, you've just got to cope with it. And when you can't cope, you need to admit to yourself that you need to turn to someone and get help. And it's not a weak thing to do, it's a brave thing to do. And again, it's taken me a while to realise that, really. So I think things are getting better. Things are definitely improving in my mind, and I'm going to just keep on I think take every day as it comes, take every hour as it comes, take every step as it comes. If I go for a walk trying to get rid of the fatigue, one step. I think someone once said that great journeys start with one step. So yeah, one step at a time. Yeah, that's all I've got to say, really. Just keep positive, keep believing. If you're struggling, get help. If you're suffering from fatigue, it is normal. Don't blame yourself, okay? I'd love to hear what other people think about that as well, how they deal with fatigue. We're all different, so when people say, "I'll go down the gym," for me, I don't think that works for me. But I'd love to know what other things people do. Let us know. So until the next time, keep strong, keep believing. You're going to do it. We've got to beat this. Bye for now.